What's going on, guys? It's Picsoleated, and today we are looking at this very peculiar pair of sneakers. They are a collaboration with one of Netflix's most popular IPs, so needless to say it has universal appeal. It's actually kind of crazy that these came out, really. I had no idea about this collaboration until maybe a day or two before release. It kind of just snuck up on me and everyone else, essentially. Yes, I'm talking about the Nike X Stranger Things Upside Down pack, and we're looking specifically at the blazer from this collection. What's unique about this collection is that it literally released like a month, maybe two, after the initial Nike X Stranger Things collection, which is a short period of time to have a second collection drop right after the other. And as a whole, the initial collection was far more underwhelming than this collab to me. I'm not going to pretend like I was a fan of the first collab. I love the show, but the second collab, also known as the Upside Down pack, piqued my interest way more, and for plenty of reasons, which we'll get into in a bit. The Nike Stranger Things Upside Down pack released on August 13th, 2019 with 3 sneakers in the collection: the classic Nike Cortez, the Tailwind, and of course the Blazer, which you see on screen right now. They're all going for amazing prices, so I'm going to leave a link in the description if you really want to get them. Now, the shoes themselves have pretty much sold out in most stores, but they're going for incredibly reasonable prices on the aftermarket, so I'll leave a link in the description on where you can purchase a pair. Before we get deeper into it, feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Picsoleated, that's at Picsoleated, for fire sneaker content and to keep up with the latest on what I'm up to. Now, if you're a fan of the Stranger Things TV shows like I am, you know the Upside Down refers to the alternate dimension that the kids and everyone else have traveled to unwillingly from time to time in the show. It's not a place you want to be. So when you hear that this collection is called the Upside Down pack, you know there's more going on than meets the eye on these otherwise monotone sneakers. What could it be? Well, we'll find out soon enough. But before we do, let's get into the materials real quick. Now, because this release is so detailed and intricate, I'm going to start off the materials portion with the actual box of the shoe. As you can see, it looks like the typical black and red Nike box, but the Nike logo is just a red outline, kind of like the title of the show is presented, instead of the bold filled in red logo that you usually get on Nike boxes. That's detail number 1. As soon as you open the box, you have a tissue paper that depicts the map of Starcourt Mall, which is related to season 3 of Stranger Things and is out of my knowledge base because I've only watched this show up to season 2. I like to settle and watch these things on my own time, not as soon as they come out, so it might be a while before I watch it, but there's also a chance I'm spoiling some of these things for myself just by unboxing this shoe. I'm kidding, I'm sure Nike did a good job of including significant details, but not significant enough to spoil the show. Finally, if you remove the tissue paper from the box, you get the secret message at the bottom stating, "Caution, removal of the top layer may reveal alternate dimension." Now, I'm not sure if this is referring to just the shoe or it's actually referring to the box as well, but I'm not going to try and cut open the box right now to see if there's anything underneath it, but I have found something online that shows it, and here you go, there's the hidden detail. There are just so many details to this collab. The entire upper of the shoe is made of this somewhat coarse, straw-like material, and on first touch you can already tell it's very flimsy and doesn't hold shape for very long. It's a cool texture and material, to be honest. The shoe looks good as it is. I haven't seen many shoes with this material. It's nice to have that variety. You can see the straw-like material making up the side panels, the swoosh, the toe box, the heel, the tongue, with the foam of the tongue exposed like the unfinished raw look on Off-White and Sacai Nike shoes. The tongue also seems to be very delicate, and it looks like you can remove some of this straw material by hand. Quite interesting. At the back of the tongue tab, we get another warning about removing the top layer, revealing an alternate dimension, and quite a terrifying message letting us know that it'll all be over soon. The shoe comes with flat white laces with black lace tips, and it has a black tongue tab with Nike X Stranger Things cross branding, and it feels a little flimsy to the touch. I wonder if there's a reason for that. The top heel counter area of the shoe has Nike branding in red on another very delicate feeling fabric. I wonder why it feels so delicate. The inner lining of the shoe is white and has a bit of cushioning. It is a shoe based on 80s tech, so this is quite standard. On the right insole, you'll find more cross branding and a few graphics, including one that says, "Susie, do you copy?" Most likely a reference to a moment from season 3, so this is a minor spoiler for me. I like going into new seasons blind as a bat, so thank you Nike for allowing that not to happen. Perks of the job, huh? On the left insole, you'll find this giant mechanical looking arm, and I swear if this isn't one of the final episodes of the season, I'm gonna be so mad. The further down you look into the insoles, the more graphics you'll see, and they all are made to look like they were drawn on, with red pen more or less. Apparently there are some details under the insole too. I don't really want to remove them because they're glued down, and I don't like removing glued down insoles from Nike shoes, but I found something online, so here, check it out. I haven't seen season 3, but if you have and want to discuss the graphics in the comments, feel free to do so. Just keep it spoiler free, please. Thanks. The shoe also comes with a set of alternative black laces, probably meant to represent the alternate dimension. Get it? Alternate laces for the alternate dimension? Yeah? Okay, anyways, moving on. Finally, the shoe comes with these super cool Nike Stranger Things branded pins, and as a fan of the show and of shoes, these are definitely going somewhere. I just don't know where yet. When it comes to sizing, I would 100% recommend going true to size on these. I'm a wide foot, and I actually missed my chance to get my true to size 10 by a hair, so I had to settle for going half a size down at 9.5, and let me tell you, it is not comfortable. With a caveat, I am able to fit in the shoes comfortably when I wear the thinnest socks I own, and with the laces loosened up extremely, but if you really want to wear them normally and don't want to deal with that hassle, just get your true to size. It's important to note that the shoes in the pack are purposefully chosen as shoes that were popular in the 80s because the show itself is based in the 80s as well. So if you're wondering why they didn't use freaking Nike Reacts or Joyrides or Hyper Dunks, as I'm sure most of you are, that's the reason why. Tailwinds, Cortez, and Dunks are all hallmark Nike shoes of the 80s. Whoa, wait, what's going on? So of course, because this shoe was marketed as a shoe you should burn to get the most out of, I went ahead and did just that. There are no instructions on how to do this, so considering that was the case, I just went in head first, not doing anything too carefully because there are literally no instructions. I mean, I guess that's kind of the appeal too, that it's a bit of a mystery as to how you achieve your transition into the upside down with these shoes, metaphorically speaking. Disclaimer, definitely do not attempt this on your own, especially if you're a young one. Have some adult supervision. These extremely dangerous stunts were performed under controlled conditions and should not be replicated. Alright, so yes, I did this without taking any care or any precautions on how exactly I'm supposed to burn this. I even made sure not to watch anyone else doing it so I can give you an authentic experience. Let's see how it goes. If you've watched the show, you know fire is the weakness of whatever the material is that makes up the upside down, so first I went across the upper with a lighter. The actual torch ran out of fluid. It didn't seem to do much until I held it for a prolonged period. Shout out to whatever Nike's spraying on these shoes to keep them from completely burning. But then I finally started to get some burn marks across the upper and on the Nike logo on the back of the shoe. But this wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting to see some hell raised, goddammit. I'm trying to reveal the alternate dimension. I don't think the alternate dimension is a few measly burn marks, so I doubled my efforts, held the flames a little longer, got a few unwanted results. As you can see, I overdid on the back here. Cutting open the heel exposes the Stranger Things logo, but burning it without taking care will also melt the logo and materials of the shoe away. Got some damage on the heel foam. And finally, I decided to bring out a sharp edge. I started to stick a pair of scissors through the threads and start cutting them open. And after a little bit of effort, I have initiated the process. The transformation to the upside down. With the end in sight, here's your look at my newly customized pair of Nike Stranger Things upside down blazers. My idea was that I wanted just the inside of one blazer to be burned and torn apart so that most of the shoe looks great because I actually like the way it looks, but there's a hint of disruption if someone actually takes the time to observe the inside of the shoe. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Once again, if you're interested in these shoes, these are going for steal prices. I've left the link in the description. Let me know how you would customize your blazers, or would you just leave them as is? Catch you later. Picsoleated is in the upside down.